And people taking part in a peace rally planned to march from east to north London, passing through some of the worst hit areas. Our correspondent Tim Friend joining me now from Tottenham, where the riot started. And Tim, the call for this rally is all about calm, isn't it?
It is. It's a call for calm, and what we're seeing is the community starting to fight back, if that's the right word. Not only a march for peace and calm later today, but also we've been seeing people in the neighbourhood turning out, collecting brooms, shovels, bags, and starting their own clean-up operation under the guidance of the local authority. Behind me here, as you were saying, is where it began, as it were. The catalyst was this shooting dead of a black man here in North London, and there are many questions still unanswered about that. There's an investigation going on, but of course what ensued were copycat riots which probably had nothing or very little to do with what initially prompted the protest. I'm joined now by Claire Kober, who's the leader of Haringey Council. Your area, Tottenham, which includes Tottenham, particularly badly hit. I think about 50 families along the high road now homeless. You've got a huge task ahead.
We have got a huge task ahead. 50 families, around 100 business premises absolutely destroyed. What you see this morning, however, is the community reclaiming the streets. Tottenham High Road was reopened last night, and this morning is an expression really of the community saying, OK, now it's our time. The road's reopened. We want to see our area return to normality. We want to see our streets clean. We want to see help for our businesses, and really everything that I value so much about the people of Tottenham is expressed this morning.
And it is going to be a tough time ahead. It's great to see the solidarity, but how do you sustain that? How do you make sure that it doesn't happen again? At national level, we're hearing about advice from policemen from New York and LA. There's an argument, in fact, going on between national politicians and the police about who exactly, got it right and who got it wrong. What strikes you as the biggest challenge now? What needs to be done to stop it happening again? And if I could ask you, what do you think prompted it in the first place?
Well, this is a coherent, cohesive community, and so the easier part of our job of work is to bring people back together, to restore confidence in the community and to ensure that people feel safe again on their streets. I think the more difficult job of work, and turn behind us and you see that the iconic Co-op building has been destroyed because it was dangerous, is to rebuild physically the fabric of this community. That's going to require significant support from central government, from the Mayor of London. And moving on from that, we clearly also have challenges associated with local community sentiment around the shooting of Mr Duggan. The Independent Police Complaints Commission are obviously investigating, but that was the catalyst for the problems in Tottenham, which were different to those elsewhere in London and indeed the rest of the country. Because
it would be dreadful, after all this attention from Downing Street, from the international, national press, that when it all dies down, that the local people then felt they've been abandoned and left to their own devices. That would be the worst scenario, I guess. And that is my fear, is that as the news agenda moves on, as the media move away from Tottenham, so government turns its attention away from Tottenham. I'd appeal for government not to do that. I've been really heartened that the Deputy Prime Minister has been here, the Prime Minister's coming, Ed Miliband, the Leader of the Opposition, has been here, but we really do need to ensure that we are supported to rebuild, because otherwise I fear it will take us a decade or more to bring Tottenham back to what it was. Claire, thank you very much. We'll have to leave it there.